Hey everyone, welcome to part 5 of our Google Ads training. Today we're going to be creating a display campaign. Now this campaign doesn't show up in the search results, but it does follow people around through different Google Ads and services that we can target them. So they're more of a top of the funnel campaign, trying to reach everybody. They're not as specific to the search campaigns that we set up earlier, but they're also way cheaper per click to get people interested in our sites. You might be familiar with the term branding campaign, and that is basically what this is. We're taking people who have searched for particular terms or phrases, and then we're showing our ad to them in other places. So let's get into training. Okay, so we've set up our search ad campaign with the keywords that we're searching. This is more of a bottom of the funnel campaign, people who are ready to buy now or visit your store now. If you remember, only 1 to 3 people are expected to click onto your ad when it's popping up. So what happens to that 98% that doesn't click on your ad? That's what we're gonna set up now. We're gonna set up a display campaign to follow those potential clients around. So what you do is you go just to the all campaigns, and at the top it says new campaign, and we'll click that guy. And we're going to focus on leads, and you have options here: search, display, shopping, video, smart discovery. We're going to go with display campaign. Smart display, what that is that's Google saying, hey, we'll do all the learning. Don't put in any information about anybody that you're searching for, and we're going to guess until we get it right, kind of thing. And so this is a display campaign that Google will manage, and which is fine for some keywords, some websites, some businesses. You don't need to focus too much on the exact keywords or the exact audiences. Maybe you're for everybody, who knows? What I like to do is go to a standard display campaign, because we're going to know some things about our potential clients already. We're going to know the interest that they're in. We're going to know the demographic that they're in, maybe their level of income. If you're selling huge businesses, we're going to know that people who don't own businesses aren't going to be potential buyers. And so we're not even going to show the ad to them. So Google over time will try to learn based on who does an action on your website, like a web form or a phone call click. Google will begin to use that tool and try to find more people that look like them. And so then you're going to put your business website here, which for us is this guy right here, and we'll click continue. And then you can name your campaign. I'm just gonna do this as a display reach campaign. And again, we are focusing on Oklahoma, not the full United States. You can actually search from 25 miles from your business address. And so what you do here is go to advanced search, go to radius, and we'll do pool dentistry. And this will pull up your Google My Business page. Now, if you don't have a Google My Business page, follow the other trainings where we show you how to set that up. That's more important than your ads. And so we're going to target within 20-mile radius of the Google My Business location. Actually, we're going to target less than that, because a dentist office is probably not going to drive 20 miles past all the other dentist offices to get to this dentist. And so we're just going to shorten this, which, cutting it by half when it comes to our targeted reach. We're also cutting it in half on the amount of ads that are being shown to people that more likely won't visit or become a client. And then make sure when you're targeting here, make sure you choose this correctly. Presence, people interested in, or people in or regularly in, or you can do people in and regularly in your target location. So I do the in or regularly in because I don't want bots. I don't want other countries, and people who show interest in is where that gets you, and you'll find your locations. Like, why is all these people outside of this interest getting to my website? It's because we didn't put the people in. So then English, what we're going to do for that, we're going to do conversions, which we set up earlier. And then our budget, $1 to $2 a day is enough to get started, especially if you're niche down. Now, if you're a more broader market, maybe $5, $10 a day, but these are going to be, 5 to 25 cents a click. They're not going to be very expensive. And so we're not having to worry about that as much. And so for this, I'm going to choose, let's just find an audience here that maybe Google can identify. Dentist, nothing. So if you don't have the option for your main target as an audience for Google, like you could go into like family size. If you're family dentistry, you could go into like video games or business services, those kind of things. But what I kind of like to do is you can go to custom audience here. We're going to name this dentist. So if you remember when we were doing the keyword research earlier for the bottom of the funnel ads, the search ads, we had some of these that were $16 potential a click. Dentist near me, dentist clinic near me. But if you also remember when we've searched by the the most expensive keywords, Invisalign treatment near me was in the upwards of $50. Let's say we have an Invisalign product. I would do a display ad campaign strictly on Invisalign products. So, because every image that we're going to choose, every keyword that we're going to choose is going to be strictly for Invisalign. It's not going to be for complete dentistry. And so what that's going to do is, though we're not getting the one person to click for $50, we're getting the other 89 people that are searching this. We're following them in Google for potential reach that way, and they can get to our site for 25 cents, 30 cents. It's more of a branding campaign, but we're branding to the people who click this. So for instance, we have something like this, Invisalign. I'm just going to target the keyword Invisalign and everything that has to do with Invisalign over here. So we'll go people who searched for these terms on Google. We'll put Invisalign. And you can also choose people who browse certain websites. So let's say you are a plumbing website or a plumbing company. You can browse, people who search other plumbing companies. So put your competitors' websites in there. People who maybe search Lowe's or Home Depot or more home improvement products. You would be able to target those people as well. And we'll just create. And you can put as many keywords as you want in there. I'm just broadening out to Invisalign and everything that is Invisalign. And so I would have renamed this custom audience to Invisalign, since that's actually what it is. And there we go. Now we have a potential reach of 250 million impressions, $1 a day. We're expected 30 to 120 clicks for the month. And so that's one example of how you can use branding campaigns to track those and remarket to those who have been searching for a product that might be too expensive for your daily budget when it comes to search, but you can follow them around Google, get your best foot forward when it comes to your branding, your images, and everything that goes into making these ads. And so that is one of the things here, is this is going to be a ad that has images attached to it. So we're going to click on images. It's going to scan a website. So any pictures that we already have on our current website, we can add those. So here's a couple pictures of some of the dentists here, and it doesn't look good in landscape, but we can use it for that. We'll select that ratio. We should scan and try to find our business logo. Again, this is why one of the important things of your complete structure of your website, to your Google My Business, to your Facebook page. Google scanned the website and it knows what Facebook it is. It knows what Twitter you have. It knows what Instagram you have. And so if you don't connect those properly, now I'm getting outside of ads and into your actual SEO, but if you don't connect those properly, you're confusing Google and they're on your side. So we'll make sure we choose logo up here when you select your logo. And then it's going to ask for quite a few additional images. So we'll just use some of these images here, different dentists. Then you also have the option for stock images. So you can just search dentist in the stock images. I would say use as many photos from your office as possible. People can tell things that are stock to things that are not stock. And so you want to be as authentic with your potential clients as you expect them to be with you. And so you can search stock photos here, dental maybe. And then here's a couple different options. When you select this into your ad, the Shutterstock will disappear. And just choose as many as you can, because what these are going to do is just continue to rotate. Even though you're showing maybe the same person an ad, it's hitting them differently every single time, different images with different text. And so it's not looking like the same ad every single time, which you probably get sometimes. And you probably realize how much you hate them when you realize that they are the same ad over and over, and you can just tell it gets old. And so if you have videos on YouTube, you can insert them here. I would say with videos, make sure it's a video that cuts straight to the point. You know, they have 5 seconds or so to skip your ad. And so make sure within the first 5 seconds that you get who you are, what you can provide, and why they should choose you. You know, make that your mission statement right at the very beginning. And so if they choose to watch the rest of your video, which they most likely won't, but if they choose to watch the rest of your video or get from that video to your website, you're trying to give that call to action as soon as possible. A lot of videos we post are really pretty, and there's like this 30-second lead into who we are and hello and welcome. People have already skipped your ad by then. Those aren't videos that are made for ads. Those are videos that are made for storytelling. You want to make sure you have a good video for your ads there. And then you come up with 5 different headlines. Google has scraped your website, and so there's just 5 different options here. We'll just click some. You can also choose your own. Using keywords is important. Finding out what people are searching is important. Like if you go back to the Google Trends, that we looked at earlier, you see like specific things people are asking for. Maybe some of those questions you can answer in the ad. And so that's a way to get them as well. And so then we'll do cool dentistry and create campaign. So there you have it. We've created a branding campaign focusing on Invisalign. So everything in that ad, when I go back to change those headings, will all be about Invisalign. Why Invisalign is important to you as a product for your family, affordable Invisalign treatments. People know what Invisalign is, and so you can do ads that kind of help tell them why they need to choose you. So it could be affordable, it could be the best, it could be quick and easy. Whatever your value is that you can give to a potential client, make sure you're adding that into your headlines and your descriptions. So if I go back into the ad, here's some examples of how the ad's going to show up. So it's going to take some of the headlines here in a description and your name and your logo, and it's just going to rotate around. Different apps are showing it in a different format, so it's reformatting everything properly. And so that's why these ads don't look the same every time. So make sure that over here in the headlines, it doesn't say the same thing over and over again. Make sure it's unique, make sure it's different. This makes it look like you've created 50 different ads. You have different ways of showing and mixing and matching. So I hope that helps. I love display campaigns as a good remarketing tool for the other percentage of clicks that we're not getting. We're still tracking those who did search and maybe didn't click on anybody's ad. We're still tracking them, following them in Google, and hopefully at some point when they're ready to buy, they will remember your name, they'll remember your branding, or you hit them with the ad at the right time and they click to go to your website. So I hope this helps. We'll see you guys in the next one.